Is the hero's journey even relevant today? If you're a content creator and you're in the world of short form storytelling, the question is how do you take a really great concept of story structure like Joseph Campbell's The Monomyth, The Hero's Journey, and use it to influence your storytelling in short form? That is the big question. If you are a content creator and all you have done is go over and over your origin story, what I would say as a story expert and a specialist is that you're stuck in the ordinary world. The ordinary world is your origin story. It's where you started. And while your origin story is important, it's only important insofar as where you are now. Most people think about storytelling as a chronological ABCD timeline of events. And the problem with that is that it is the most boring format of storytelling. The most interesting format of storytelling is where we hang everything around meaning. When I coach people to tell their story on camera through their content creation, we want the origin story to have meaning insofar as your current context, which means that you should be talking all about the call to adventure that you're facing in your current context right now, talking about all of the allies that you have around you or the demons that are also trying to stop you on your quest, and how your origin story fits in with all of these pieces that are the present tense context. So when we move from the origin story to the call of adventure, sometimes if you're a content creator, you might be stuck in the stage where all you're doing is talking about launching this thing, getting into this thing, why this thing matters, how you came across this thing, this structure, this whatever you're trying to sell, your content, your product, your course. When we move into the stage of call to adventure, it is the most exciting stage because it's the stage where we take a risk. We actually start to back our value and our genius real time with energy, attention, and products, physical, tangible things that we can sell, that we can involve people in. The problem about being stuck in the call to adventure is that it doesn't take people on the whole journey, and it only has that beginning energy, but it doesn't have the middle and the finish. When you're a content creator or an on-screen personality and you're in the phase of crossing the threshold, which is the third stage of the hero's journey, if you're thinking about creating the hero's journey for your short form content, a lot of people actually get to crossing the threshold. Not only do they understand their origin story, they feel the momentum of that origin story, and that pushes them into this new chapter of taking on that call to adventure, going on that journey and beginning something. But then they get stuck in crossing the threshold where once you've established everything and everything's kind of laid out, you start to plateau and you start to go, well, what is the next step? What is the next iteration? Things feel like they're just stagnating. And that leads us into stage 4, trials, mirrors, and meaning. And this is the moment where we want to give up. It's our quit point, because we might have tried so many different things to welcome in or to push ourselves forward into that next iteration of what we're doing, and nothing seems to work and we feel stuck. And often the people around us who are our greatest allies are the ones that help us the most through this really tough quit point moment. Finally, the last stage of the hero's journey for short form content creators is return with the message. So once we go through this whole journey of self-discovery, of personal challenges, and we overcome them, and we find a new self at the end of that journey, there is some kind of message, some kind of meaning that we are being called to share with our community, to share with the world, and to deliver it as our new perspective on what we individually know about that corner of our own world. My name is Louise. I'm a storytelling expert with over 15 years experience in the entertainment industry. I've been an acting coach, a producer, and I'm also now a podcast producer as well. And what I do is I help people understand their story format, and I help them build it into short and long form concepts for podcasts, for their socials. If you would like to collaborate with us, add the comment podcast below.